People may still be feeling the cold, but not for much longer, as today is the astronomical beginning of spring, marking the start of longer days, new blooms and warmer weather. The March equinox, called the autumnal equinox in the southern hemisphere, has long been celebrated as a time of rebirth in the northern hemisphere. Springtime festivals and holidays such as Easter and Passover are the main celebrations across many cultures as the path of the sun aligns with the Earth's equator. When is the first day of spring? Officially called the vernal or spring equinox, spring officially begins today, Wednesday, the 20th of March, in the northern hemisphere, and will continue all the way until Friday, the 21st of June, the summer solstice. Why is it called the spring equinox? Since night and day are nearly exactly the same length, 12 hours, all over the world the event is called the equinox, which literally means equal night in Latin, eque, equal, and nox, night. In reality though, equinoxes do not have exactly 12 hours of daylight. Solstices and equinoxes mark key stages in the astronomical cycle of the Earth. In a year there are 2 equinoxes, spring and autumn, and 2 solstices, summer and winter. This year's autumn equinox takes place on Monday, the 23rd of September. The dates of the equinoxes and solstices are fixed due to the Earth's elliptical orbit of the Sun. They are closest in January, and most distant in July aphelion. The equinox marks the change of seasons, as the balance of light shifts to make for longer days or nights. Whether that means snowstorms or heat waves depends on the hemisphere. It is also possible to see the sun rising and setting directly in the east and west, whereas it appears off-center at other times of the year. What happens on an equinox? The Earth's axis always tilts at an angle of about 23.5 degrees in relation to the ecliptic, that is the imaginary plane created by the Earth's orbit around the Sun. On any other day of the year, either the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere tilts a little towards the Sun, but on the 2 equinoxes, the tilt of the Earth's axis is perpendicular to the Sun's rays. The equinox occurs at the exact moment the Sun crosses the celestial equator, the imaginary line in the sky above the Earth's equator, from south to north. At this moment, the Earth's axis is neither tilted away from nor towards the Sun. In 2019, this happens at 21.58 UTC GMT. What about meteorological spring? The spring equinox does technically mark the first day of spring, but, to make matters more confusing, there are 2 first days of spring. There is the meteorological spring on the 1st of March and the astronomical spring on the 20th of March. Meteorological seasons are typically categorized by shifts in temperature. These are the seasons we are most familiar with, as they slot into the Gregorian calendar. They are divided into spring March May, summer June August, autumn September November, and winter December February. Astronomical seasons are determined by the Earth's tilt as it orbits the Sun. These seasons revolve around equinoxes and solstices. Therefore the spring equinox on the 20th of March will be the first day of astronomical spring.